Well, today we are going to start with the narration or the indirect speech of exclamatory sentence. So before we start with the indirect narration or reported speech of exclamatory sentence, how to transform the exclamatory sentence, isn't it, into indirect narration? Before that, you must all know what are exclamatory sentences or what is an exclamatory sentence. So let's begin with that. Exclamatory sentences or what is an exclamatory sentence? An exclamatory sentence expresses strong feelings and usually ends with an exclamation point, like sudden surprise, ah, wow, to show delight, isn't it? You can see few examples which I have given you here, isn't it? And it ends with exclamation mark, which is this. Okay, so keep this punctuation mark in your mind. Here in this slide, we are going to study rules for exclamatory sentences. So, before studying few basic rules, let's go through the common exclamatory phrases that are given below, like hurrah, ha, that expresses joy. You might have come across these words in exclamatory sentences as well. Alas, oh, it expresses sorrow, regret, or loss. Bravo expresses applause, like if somebody had performed well. Bravo, you did well. What, oh, how expresses surprise. Shah expresses contempt, to show contempt. So an exclamatory sentence has a sign of exclamation after it, which changes into full stop in the indirect sentence or indirect speech. So this is the exclamatory sign. In indirect speech, the exclamatory phrase or word that is an interjections is replaced by exclaim with joy. If it is a happy moment, if the sentence expresses joy, if it expresses sorrow, then exclaim with sorrow, exclaim with regret, surprise, contempt, etc. Connector that is also used here in case of exclamatory sentence. When what or how is followed by an adjective, use very, but when what is followed by noun, use great. These things you have to keep in mind, because before you transform the reported speech, whether it is an interrogative sentence or an exclamatory, you need to change it into an assertive sentence. Okay, so let's see the example. The boy said, hurrah, we have won the match, isn't it? Now it expresses, this word hurrah expresses joy. So definitely the said, which is a reporting verb, will change into exclaim with joy. The boy exclaimed with joy. Connector that will be used, isn't it? That. We is your is your first person pronoun, isn't it? So this will change into that they had won the match, isn't it? So the boy exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. So what you're going to do is, this is already an assertive, so no need to change it. You simply need to change this part, that is your exclamatory word, into as I told you, exclaim with joy, exclaim with sorrow, as per the demand or the expression that is revealed from the sentence or expressed from the sentence. Next you can see is, the old man said, alas, I have lost my purse. So definitely alas expresses sorrow. So the old man exclaimed with sorrow, comma will be removed, that will be used. I is your first person pronoun, so it will change according to the old man, that he had lost his purse. I have lost will change into had lost. Few basic concepts I have already explained in my first video, that is narration, reported speech, transformation of assertive sentences. So basic rules will remain the same, my dear children. You need to keep few things, that is exclamatory words and exclamatory sentences, how you are going to change it over here. You can see the example. The child said, what a beautiful sight. Just now we have read that when what is used, WH questions are there. If it's followed by adjective, definitely you're going to use very. And I have also told you that such kind of sentences need to be first of all converted into assertive, like the child exclaimed with delight or surprised, comma will be removed, that will be used, and then see this part. What a beautiful sight. See this carefully. Here you commit mistake, isn't it? What a beautiful sight. Just transform this into assertive. Assertive means simple sentences. It is a very beautiful sight, because it is an adjective, so very will be used before beautiful. So it is a very beautiful sight. And then transform. The child exclaimed with delight that it is, present tense will be converted into past tense, that it was a very beautiful sight. Or the child exclaimed with delight that the sight was very beautiful. Both the way are correct. Both the ways are correct. The girl said how beautiful the rainbow is. Again, the same thing, the girl. Again, it is how is followed by beautiful, so very. Isn't it? The rainbow is very beautiful. And when you convert it, that the rainbow was very beautiful. Isn't it? And then you can use exclaim with delight, surprised. Isn't it? So in this way, you can convert the sentences over here. So this was all from the transformation of exclamatory sentences, that is from direct narration to indirect narration, which is also called narration or reported speech. So I have given few practice questions, a few practice questions from here, isn't it? You can practice at home. Answers are also given, but try first solve the questions on your own, do the questions on your own, and then move on to the answers. Okay, thank you. I hope that you have understood the concept and the things are very clear to you. Thank you.